Hey guys and girls, I'm Linksort123 and welcome to yet another update video for my project in Ocarina of Time, Breath of the Wild. Basically in this project, the whole point of it is just to put so many textures from Breath of the Wild and the whole texture kind of style into Ocarina of Time to basically retexture the whole game. It takes time and it's really tough sometimes, but now I have made some more progress in the project that I want to show you guys and girls out there and the loyal fans to this project. The newest thing with this project is that I have retextured all of the bosses that appears in Ocarina of Time. Not mini bosses, but just the main bosses in each temple. So you have probably been following up on the Facebook page, and I have been posting pictures of them, a little pre-release on there, but now you can see them in action and you can see a much more detailed look and a detailed talk about them. So make sure to just listen up and show some support on the Facebook page if you haven't done it yet. Let's start. First of all, we're gonna start with Gohma because she's the first boss that you will meet in Ocarina of Time. Basically, as I said before, all of the bosses got kind of the same design, but I'm trying to make a little different design on each one just to make them a little bit unique. You can see she's hanging up there, basically, and I'm trying to make these into like some kind of a divine beast looking bosses. You can see with this design on their arms and stuff, just to make them look really awesome. I don't want to kill her, I just want to see her in close range. You can clearly see this is a new looking Gohma, and she's not looking like a parasite anymore. She looks like more like a machine or a statue made out of stone or something like that. And I really think that is really awesome though. So Gohma was the very first boss that I began to edit. And I think this was just a very cool idea instead of just give each boss a new kind of design, because it could be any kind of texture pack. I wanted to make my own and my own style to these, and also because they're such a huge part of the game, especially the whole Zelda franchise. So making these bosses into a divine beast looking thing really just changed something in my mind and really began to make sense for the project. Also because each temple was made with these kind of textures, especially the stone ones with these kind of symbols on it. That texture appears like everywhere in every temple, and it's pretty cool actually, because I really do love that one. And for sure they just fits for a divine beast looking thing, I guess. Also because it really reminds me about these shrines and stuff like that in Breath of the Wild, so for sure I needed to just use that texture as much as I can. So that was basically Gohma, the very first boss of the game. I don't want to talk so much through the battles with the other bosses, but let's just go through them in correct order and see how it's basically turning out, right? Let's go to the next one. The next one is King Dodongo, the giant dinosaur in Dodongo's cavern. And I really loved his design, but making the other bosses, it really improved my work, and I just feel like this was a kind of difficult boss to edit, because yeah, just take a look. He doesn't look stupid, but for some reason I just feel like I don't like him anyways though. But alright, this giant dinosaur, blue mouth, Japanese text, and this shrine texture appearing everywhere on him. I really do like him because the textures fits perfect, and also the combination. The texture on his bottom is slightly darker than the upper side of him. I can try to just fly over him. You can see him here. I really do like him though, but it's not my best work, I guess, with all of the bosses. He was actually a combination of many different textures, I guess like 10 or 12 or something like that. It's pretty amazing just for this dinosaur, but yeah, for some reason the game just needs so many textures just to make him look this awesome, at least. I think he's pretty cool, but with all of the bosses, I used this eye, as you can see here. If I just can pause a little bit. No, alright, just roll away from me. The eye is just a round circle with the same kind of blue as the mouth and also the other textures. So the color scheme fits perfect, but for some reason he looks really mechanic to me, and he also looks really model looking. He doesn't look like a living thing, but I guess he doesn't need to be, because or at least he doesn't need to look like a living thing, because it's a divine beast, man. And yeah, we don't need a living thing here, we just need a robot that tries to protect this temple, right? So that was Dodongo, King Dodongo. Let's go to the next one, which is the Baronade. This one is going to be awesome. Give me 2 seconds. So as I said before, the next boss I'm going to show you guys and girls is the Baronade in Jabu Jabu's belly. And this boss was actually pretty difficult because my game couldn't load the textures for it. And then I realized that I have called the textures some different names that the game couldn't read. So here you got it, a Baronade which was supposed to be a living thing, I suppose. And now I turned it into a machine-looking Baronade, which shoots out lightning or some kind of beams out of it. It's pretty awesome. Well, this one is pretty unique because it has a lot of different textures, and I really tried to make some details on it. You can see on the middle thing there on it, which kind of pulsing or like a heart or something like that. It has a bottom line which is made out of stones, and then the upper, the top of it is basically this shrine texture. So it's pretty unique, and it's really filled with details, and I really do love the design on it. If we try to kill just some of it, if we could do that, just give me 2 seconds. Let's do it like this. Then we will see it basically transform into something really sick. And what it turns out to be is like everything just is just against you right now, because these what can I even call these? These flying things. I don't even know the name on English, but they has some kind of a transparent texture, and then we have this kind of thing. It seems to be pretty easy to basically create, but you can see the textures is like floating into each other. It looks slightly weird, and it's really hard to edit because it has to be a texture that looks cool when it's like zooms in all the time, because if it's just a texture of stones, it will look weird and it will not fit to... It's not made to zoom in like this kind of texture does, if I can say it like that. For fuck's sake, stop hitting me all the time. Well, you can see here, we got this kind of smoke texture on it, and then we got the shrine texture underneath it. So transparent textures is really not my type of thing to edit, but I really needed to complete this kind of boss. I think it turned out really well, so yeah, give me my opinion on that, man. The next one is going to be Phantom Ganon, and we need to be adult to meet this kind of boss, so give me a little bit more than 2 seconds. Boop, boop. Well, here we go again. We are standing in the middle of the boss room with Ganon, Phantom, basically. You can see the room is not 100% complete yet, so that's just an improvement that I need to do. But the main part of this update is just to show you my work on the different bosses in Ocarina of Time, because I think it's amazing. What the hell is going on here? We got a shrine looking horse and a Ganondorf. That is amazing, guys and girls. And Ganondorf got gray hair just to make it fit perfect with the horse. That's awesome, guys and girls. What do you say now? That's awesome looking as hell. Whoa. You can clearly see him on the different pictures that appears in this area, which is slightly nice, I guess. Oh, come on. Alright. Well, it's pretty hard to show you guys and girls what's up with this one, but if you want to see much more, you can just check out the Facebook page, because on there I have posted a lot of different pictures with this guy, and also the other bosses if you want to have still pictures of it, so you can analyze them much better. Another thing with this guy is he is made out of a lot of damn different textures, which is just stupid, because give me a break, man. Just take a look at him. I can't pause my emulator because Fraps can't record then, but if you just take a look at this guy, man, he's made out of so many different textures, and he looks awesome, I guess, but he was a pain in my beep to work with, because there was so much to do. But I really think Phantom Ganon in blue looks awesome as hell. Also, if we tries to just kill him a little bit, just to take a closer look at him. Come on, come on, this is an awesome fight, man. Me versus the Phantom Ganon, I made myself. That's pretty nice. Also because I really do like the texture design on him, and I just think he needed some improvements. Also because the original one is slightly boring, in my opinion. I don't know why, man. But you can. Now I'm just trying to make my way out of this room, man, because I'm getting so many hits here. I'm failing all the time. Come on, kill it. That is just stupid. The big Goron sword can't even kill this dude for some reason. And what the hell? Well, I'm not going to make this into a montage video, so I'm just trying to leave this room and show you the next boss, which is going to be VOLVAGIA, and that one is pretty nice. Give me 2 seconds. So we're standing in the fire temple, and we are ready to get some great pictures of VOLVAGIA, the dragon, the protector of the fire temple. Basically my previously most loved boss from The Legend of Zelda, for some reason, because now I just think she's a slightly boring one. Also because she's only made out of 4 textures, so there's really nothing to work with. And she got this kind of smoke glowing thing around her, which really doesn't fit for the design, I guess. But we got a shrine looking VOLVAGIA with a long ass tail, and this shrine texture appearing on her, as it does on all of the different bosses in this texture pack. I really do like her, and she's slightly simple, but she's also pretty cool. And just to give some credit to her, because, or to it, is it a her, or is it a him, or is it a it? Well, I don't know. Well, if we give some credit to this dragon, I think it looks really awesome, even though, because the textures like slides down of its body, and alright, I'm getting roasted here. It's pretty cool because the texture is moving on it, which is slightly awesome. And you can even see the texture down in this platform that I'm standing on for some reason. I don't know why, but I guess it's normally it should be a lava kind of texture, but then it appears on VOLVAGIA, even though for some reason. It's pretty cool though, but it's also really stupid if you just take a look at it. But you can also just think it's a part of her, I don't know. Then she's a bit of a fat dragon, I guess. Well, it's basically just VOLVAGIA. There's not much to say because it's just a dragon, and it's made out of 4 textures, so it doesn't fill up my folder with weird ass PNGs. But alright, she's done, and I'm also done in this room. Next up, the next one is going to be MORPHA, the water arm kind of looking thing in the water temple. A very special and unique boss, I guess, and really a great difference from the other bosses in this game. But once again, this boss is boring as hell to edit because it's just made of one texture and you can't barely see that texture. If you take a look at the ball that floats around in the arm, or the boss here, if we just can say that, it looks really stupid because it's the shrine texture that I tried to put in this one, but the game just turns that goddamn texture into red. Even though if I made it green, blue, purple, white, yellow, for some reason, nothing helps. So MORPHA is literally the most boring boss to edit. For some reason. I hope that I could change the color a little bit or something like that, but no. The game just turns into a red texture, and yeah, that's basically it. So guys and girls, MORPHA is officially the most boring boss in this game. I never liked that guy anyway, man, because he's just extremely violent. Did you see how he threw me away? Come on, that's not even fair. Well, next up, because there's not much to say about this. It's just a red texture, and it doesn't even look like my textures. So let's just leave this room and go to BONGO. So now we stand in this creepy ass place because the Shadow Temple is just a place that freaks me out, guys and girls. You can see in this boss room that the Eye of Truth is appearing everywhere for some reason, and underneath me right now is standing a really awesome looking boss, a really nice functional boss, which I just like the fight with for some reason. Take a look here. We're standing on a drum, and he likes drumming. Take a look at all of these details. So awesome, so awesome. And he got blue nails. He's pretty feminine though. Alright, you can see here. Wow, that's a creepy mother. Beep. It's really awesome, man, and I just love the look of BONGO. I have always been loving the fight with him, as I said before, but also just the look at him, the look of him, just because he's pretty awesome, right? Oh, come on. Yes. Well, you can also see the eye is the same that appears on King Dodongo and all of the other bosses in this texture pack. Well, there's not much to say because you can just take a look at the different textures. And he's actually made out of way more textures than you think. I really do like that because it makes it more possible to make him look awesome and give him some details that you wouldn't do normally, because yeah, if it has one texture like MORPHA, nothing is possible, really. Let's try to kill him here. So now we get a closer look of him, and we can see him drum a little bit, and then he sinks into nothing. And when you use Glide N64 or Glide 64, for some reason my textures just turns into black or really dark. So you can see him just flat out and turn into some blue goo, whatever you want to call it. So that was BONGO. I really do like the look of him, and I really just like how everything turned out on this boss, because he's one of my favorites though. So the very final boss that I'm going to show you in this video is going to be TWINROVA and their combination, because it's actually two different bosses in the texture files. And right now we see the two witches, which is basically identical and looks really stupid. But the only difference is their crystal on their forehead, because just to give a little difference, right? I wanted to make them look pretty much like each other because they need to be sisters. I don't want to give the other one a different color or something like that, because then it wouldn't fit for all of the other bosses too. So the same texture design, as I said before, is used on all of the bosses, even these two sisters. But yeah, they looks pretty awesome, man. Now we need to fight this iron knuckle, and then we need to continue to the next room where we can meet these two sisters. So just give me 2 seconds, I will finish up this one and I will meet you in the next room. See ya! And I'm back again, guys and girls. We can see TWINROVA sisters isn't that stupid looking and just funny as looking, because basically these sisters is really evil and tries to what can I even call it? Like, they tries to take Naburu from us, man. Come on! I want this little girl. She's pretty hot though. Just a little bit. Well, let's go to the next room and see what's up there. I have always loved the spiritual temple for some reason. I just think the whole temple is awesome. There's so many things to do, and also just the bosses is really awesome, man. I can't imagine Ocarina of Time without that one. Well, let's stand in the middle here and start the cutscene, see what's going to happen, because now everything turns out really, really awesome. We can see, first of all, they want to appear a little awesome, so they slides up from the floor. What's up, lady? Yeps. She looks pretty cool and surely has the same design as all of the other bosses in this texture pack, as I said before. I do like them though, but yeah, there's not much to say. They have blue skin like a fucking Smurf, and that's basically the cool thing with them. There's not so much to say though. So that's basically the two different sisters in my texture pack. You can take a little closer look at them here. They even has this kind of a broom that looks like nothing like a broom. At least if your broom is blue, then it looks like it. But yes, it's not something which is just close to a normal broom. But they look pretty cool, and I'm just a fan of these, man, because it took some time to edit and it turned out really well. So I'm in love with these sisters, even though their eyes is sticking out of their head. And I'm freezing as hell right now. Let's just jump a little bit further on in this battle to see the sexy woman. So we're just about to finish off this battle, but first we need to see this really beautiful one. Well, hello Smurf. Well, she looks pretty nice, and for some reason I just don't like her. I really like the design of her, but I can't find the goddamn eyebrows in the texture files. So some parts of her is just stupid looking original textures, because I can't edit them. I can't import them so they works into my texture pack. It's so poor to look at, man. I don't know if you saw it right before when we saw the cutscene with her, but she looks really stupid for some reason. Even though she should be a pretty hot looking woman. I don't think she is that, but well, it's the texture design, and I needed to make her just to finish off the texture pack 100%, right? Hello. You're bigger than I thought though, or bigger than I remember. I have always been in love with this effect that you need to collect the power of the different elements that she shoots at you. It's pretty awesome, man. Well, it's basically the last boss in Ocarina of Time that I have been working on the last month or so, which I'm really proud of this. What is that mouth? It looks really weird. No, not all of the bosses is 100% complete, and same is the texture pack not. But I'm 100% sure that with my hard work, I'm working on this every day and trying to improve it all the time. We will see an end of this project in 2019. That's basically my words for today, guys and girls. I hope you like my newest work on the project. Make sure to let me know your opinion on my bosses, and what's your favorite boss in Ocarina of Time, and what's your favorite boss remake that I have done, because I want to know you guys and girls' opinion of what kind of texture style and texture use you like the most, right? So make sure to let me know in the comment section down below. Like this video to support this project, and also like the Facebook page, link will be in the description, just to support yeah, the project, and stay tuned for more updates, because the download link will be on there when it's out. So just like it for some reason. It's important. It's important, sorry, my English is fucking up a little bit. Well, thank you so much for watching, guys and girls. I see you in the next update video, or else stay tuned until next week. See you next time. Bye.